The libraries at Alfred State include a wide range of materials for both on and off-campus students. Get to the library's web page from Blackboard, My Alfred State, or from the college website. Notice the help box where you can contact a librarian via email, or you may call us during regular library hours. For help formatting references, just click on our handy online citation guide. Online students should check out the off-campus users page. Librarians at Alfred State have developed subject, course, and assignment-focused online guides accessed from the Research Guides link. For example, students in the online HIT program can access a guide by scrolling to the Nursing, Health, and Medicine category and choosing the HIT guide. Let's say you're researching the relationship between video games and violent behavior by adolescents. When doing research, it's a good idea to get some background information first. This will help you understand the scope of a large topic like video games, and will help to narrow that scope to a more manageable research task. To access some useful sources, go to the Start Here box on the library webpage. Use the pull-down menu to go directly to some useful databases. For example, we can find some great background information on our topic in the reference database Credo Reference. A search for material on video games and violence retrieves an overview article as well as material from several academic reference sources that reflect a variety of approaches to the topic. Other useful sources for background info that highlight the pros and cons of controversial issues are the database's Opposing Viewpoints and Issues and Controversies. Here's an example of a pro-con article on violent video games from Issues and Controversies. Notice the various sections of the article that provide an introduction to the topic as well as background information, the pro and con points of view, statistics, and more. Speaking of statistical sources, Statista, a database of searchable statistical sources, can be very useful in providing background information and context to your research. For example, here is a recent chart on the number of video gamers in the U.S. from 2006 to 2019 by gender. Your college professor will probably not want you to use Wikipedia and a search engine like Google for your research assignments. So, if you're not supposed to use Wikipedia and Google to find articles, where can you go to find articles from academic journals, magazines, and newspapers? An excellent place to find articles in these sources is the database Academic Search Complete. Just choose Academic Search Complete from the pull-down menu and click Go. To access our subscription databases from off-campus, simply input your Alfred State College username and password when prompted and click Login. This is the same username and password used to access your campus email account. Here's the search template for Academic Search Complete. We're prompted to input words or phrases to begin a search. If we're looking for articles on the possible relationship between video games and violence in adolescence, a good way to start is by breaking the search up by major topics. So let's start our search by looking for the phrase video games. After typing it in, we hit the search button. We retrieved over 150,000 results, way too many. That's because we were searching for any occurrence of either the word video and any occurrence of the word games in just about any part of the entry. The words don't even have to be together. This is called a keyword search, and it's a good way to get started. But when we browse our results, we see that video games is listed in the subject line of the article record. Let's revise the search so that the database retrieves only those articles where video games is the subject of the article. Just use the pull-down menu and select Subject and then Search. By specifying a subject search, we've narrowed our results to over 9,000 plus results. They're more focused, but still too many articles. If we were to browse those 9,000 plus results, we would discover that they are on many different aspects of video games. We're only interested in the relationship between violence and video games, so let's add this concept to the search. If we input VIOLEN with an asterisk at the end, the database will find any variation of the word STEM, such as violence or violent. By combining search concepts with the connector "and," we should be able to narrow our results. Yep, we've now retrieved 522 articles on video games and violence. Our 522 results include articles about violent behavior by all age groups. So let's add another concept to the search so we retrieve articles about the age group we are interested in, adolescents. Again, we can add an asterisk after the word stem ADOLESC with an apostrophe, which will retrieve adolescent, adolescence, and adolescents. That brought our results down a lot. Well, what if some authors wrote about adolescence and video games and violence, and others wrote about teenagers? When searching for similar, related, or synonymous concepts, we can employ the connector word or, as shown in this example. Now we have retrieved 101 articles, but they seem to be on our research topic. The results of the search can be sorted a number of ways depending on your research needs. Results may be limited by date range. It's possible to limit results to scholarly, peer-reviewed, or academic articles, or to somewhat easier to understand magazine, newspaper, or trade publications. Articles are usually available in full text, either in PDF or HTML format, and sometimes in both. This article, which is 11 pages long, appears in HTML format as one long web page. If we view the article in PDF format, we see the article as it was originally published, making it easier to read and cite. From the right-hand toolbar, click on the Cite icon to see the article citation in several formats. By clicking on the permalink icon, you can create a permanent link to the article. Don't copy what is in the location bar. That's a temporary link. To search for physical items in our collection, such as books and DVDs, go back to the library webpage to the Start Here box and pull down the menu at the top, choosing Alfred State College Library Holdings. We'll continue our research on video games. Over 200 titles were retrieved in our search. To narrow this down, let's add more information to the search by ANDing VIOLEN with an asterisk and click on the magnifying glass icon or just hit enter. Now we have retrieved fewer titles, but they're more likely to be useful to us because we've added one of our key concepts to the search. If we click on the title link, a screen with more complete information appears. A toolbar at the top of the entry enables the user to create a citation to the item, to print, email, get a permanent link to the display, even download a citation to EasyBib. This item is shelved in the library under the call number. Unless otherwise noted, this book would be located on the top floor of the building. If you don't live near our library, you can borrow the item from another SUNY library by using your Alfred State credentials. Another nice feature is the ability to pin or select specific items to a list for future use. This works best if you sign into your personal library account. Use your Alfred State College username and password to do this. In addition, if you pin some of your results, you can save them to your account and organize them as you wish. After logging into your library account, by clicking on your name, you'll have access to the items you have borrowed, requested, and more.